I just want to make sure that we touch on your role in the House Oversight Committee, foreign interference in our elections, and what insight you can give our viewers on the impeachment process.
Yeah, so I sit on the Oversight Committee, which is one of the few committees that were part of the private depositions, which will now go public starting next week. And so the general public, New Yorkers, will hear from the same people that we've been hearing from over the last month. And there's been a lot of misrepresentation over what this process has been. Republicans have been saying that they're not a part of it, that it's secret, and none of those things are true. Republicans have been part of these depositions every step of the way. Many of them that are saying that they weren't involved actually sit on the committee with me, so I was surprised to see them in some of these press conferences, because I was like, you were in that room with me just a few days ago.
You were also saying that you saw the Republicans being troubled by what was coming out, even though they weren't saying it publicly. Can you tell me that again?
Yeah. So I actually sat in on the Ambassador Sondland hearing, and I remember when we were pursuing, it wasn't just the testimony that he offered, but when we were pursuing lines of questioning, which Republicans and Democrats get equal time in their questioning. When they were pursuing questioning, and as we've seen this week, Sondland has revised and changed his testimony, updated it in certain ways after other witnesses have contradicted what he said. In that initial testimony, he would be saying things, and I saw Republicans, I saw Democrats, we were looking at each other saying, this isn't adding up. And I think that there's a fair amount of concern, and I think Republicans, frankly, are quite rattled over what seems to have gone on in the White House, and they're trying to figure out how to defend it, and they're trying to figure out how to excuse it, but I think that they're in big trouble. They know it.
Do you think the impeachment inquiry should be very narrowly focused simply on the events in Ukraine?
Well, I think with respect to some of the jurisdiction, for example, with the House Intelligence Committee, certain committees do have that inquiry narrowed down based on their jurisdiction, but I'm of the personal belief that we should be filing multiple articles beyond just Ukraine. I think we have very serious violations of the Emoluments Clause. I think the president using Trump Tower as a piggy bank to cash in on relationships with ambassadors and other countries and contractors is really concerning, and we shouldn't allow any president to do that.
Do you know anything about whether we're safer today from foreign interference in our elections than we were 4 years ago that you can share with us?
I don't think we are safer. I think that, if anything, a lot of countries that are looking to divide and weaken the United States saw a window of opportunity with what happened in 2016. And so, if anything, we may even see some of that activity increase. And we're not even talking about just Russia now. I think we're talking about lots of countries that see our elections as fair game, and because we haven't taken, and Mitch McConnell hasn't taken basic election security bills up to a vote, because we haven't signed these into law, and our protection and security of our elections into law, I think that we need to be extra vigilant about what we're seeing online. We need to, every time we go on Facebook, you need to question what the source is and what you're seeing, because there's a lot of stuff that's not true going in both directions, and we need to be really careful about the information that we're allowing to inform our vote.
Thank you for watching this video from NBC4 New York. You can subscribe by tapping the button below me, and on the left you can see our latest updates, investigations, and digital exclusives. We'll see you next time.